All right. So sorry for earlier. That random formation was kind of random. So we're good now. I can work until I have to go back to work. Then I should be free for the rest of the day. They had to do the last goodbye formation so we don't do any dumb shit while we're gone. So I'll do this for like 30 minutes. I'll go back to work, get released, then take care of my last minute packing. Then I'll be free till my flight. Okay, so where were we? Let me read this again. There are a few things more terrifying than vanishing, not physically, not psychologically. To wake up one day and feel that nothing in you is real unless someone else affirms it. This is the true horror Vira embodies. Not bloodlust, not rage, but erasure. For many characters that are considered yandere, this fear is clearly. Hold on. For many characters that are considered yandere, the fear is clear. Looking for the one they love. If they cannot have that person, they spiral into obsession or violence, attempting to eliminate any obstacle. But for Vira, the horror runs deeper. It isn't just about losing Katalina, it's about what she becomes in her absence. What it means to exist without her, what it means to continue existing at all. Katalina isn't merely a love interest. She is an emotional tether, a symbolic anchor that grounds Vira's fractured identity. Without her, Vira's inner world begins to collapse. Her sense of self dissolves into static. The mask of elegance shatters. And behind it, there is nothing. Not a villain, not a monster, just a void where a person should be. And unlike the traditional yandere portrayal, where the character might lash out at rivals or commit acts of violence in an effort to control love, Vira's situation is more tragic. So before I got pulled aside, I was about to write that she has interpersonal relationships. But okay. Wow. Yeah, this is just an entire Zelda fucking playlist now. So this should be toxicity. All right. Blasphemy. Dude. This temple was hype. I'm gonna deny it. Say what you will about Majora's Mask. He's going hard. This temple was fun. Hard, but fun. Hard is subjective, but it was a decent challenge. This probably is one of the most appropriate songs to play here. gotta reread this over again. Buzz. As much as I love classic Zelda OST, I gotta pay attention right here. Because I wasn't liking the way this was coming out. Alright, let's see. She has interpersonal connections. She's respected, admired, capable of building bonds, but none of that matters when the core of her identity is built on unstable ground. Okay, that's fine. She doesn't just fear losing Katalina, she fears what comes after. The silence, the isolation. The unbearable awareness that no one could ever fill that void, because Katalina wasn't just someone she loved, she was the proof that Vira could be loved at all. I'm pushing it a little bit, but God, it's fine. Again, like I mentioned before, Yandere is it's well in her case it's weird because she has those interpersonal connections. It's like we'll put Katalina aside for a second. Vira is well respected among her peers. People like Vira, believe it or not. It's just the viewer, the audience, or the people who aren't really educated in Granblue like lore at all. They just see the Yandere aspect of it. It's like, no, Vira's a very complex character. Sure, she displays Yandere traits and tendencies, of course. There's no denying it, but you take that away and it's like this, I won't say normal, you have a pretty you have a capable person. There we go. I won't say normal in the slightest. If Vira herself knows she's not normal, then that goes to tell you something. But compare that to your average everyday Yandere, it's like they don't have anybody else besides their specific person that they're trying to go after. Usually. Okay. Stone Tower is hype. I give it that much. It is a pretty hype place. Out of all of Majora's Mask temples, definitely it is hype. To be honest, I like Majora's Mask. I do. It's just back in the day, the save system wasn't the best. They fleshed it out better now. There's been plenty of playthroughs back in the day where my memory cards got fucked when I tried to save, and I had to redo certain temples over again. Redoing the lake bed, whatever that shit's called, lake bed temple, is not fun. That is not a fun temple in the slightest. That shit's annoying. It's not as worse as like classic water, sure, but you know, lake bed is just as bad. Oh, I know what to do. I have to do some dumb shit. There we go. Okay, let's go. No. We won't do that with Dry World. But we'll just listen to Mario. This is very appropriate because I'm trying to figure out what the hell I need to write next. It's an interesting transition. This is gonna sound so fucking cheesy. Okay. I mean, I can be extra here, but I don't want to be that dramatic with this. Oh, fuck it. We're already knee deep into this. Might as well just go full blown dramatic. Good. I gotta make sure I don't lose track of time, because going back in late would be bad. As I proceed to be dramatic. Yeah, this is even though this is the script phase, this is still gonna be considered a very rough script, because I'm gonna be going over this just to get rid of redundant things or repeats. So this is not the final draft. It's still very rough. Okay, that's enough pumping. I actually gotta read this. Okay. So I think that's good. Let's just read this over again just to see if I didn't miss anything. There are few things more terrifying than vanishing, not physically, but psychologically. To wake up one day and feel nothing in you is real unless someone else affirms it. This is the true horror Vira embodies. Not bloodlust, not rage, but erasure. For many characters that are considered yandere, the fear is clear, looking for the one they love. If they cannot have that person, they spiral into obsession or violence, attempting to eliminate any obstacle. But for Vira, the horror runs deeper. It isn't just about losing Katalina, it's about what she becomes in her absence, what it means to exist without her, what it means to continue existing at all. Katalina isn't merely a love interest, she's an emotional tether, a symbolic anchor that grounds Vira's fractured identity. Without her, Vira's inner world begins to collapse, her sense of self dissolves into static, the mask of elegance shatters, and behind it, there's nothing. Not a villain, not a monster, just a void where a person should be. And unlike the traditional yandere portrayal, where the character might lash out at rivals or commit acts of violence in an effort to control love, Vira's situation is more tragic. She has personal connections. She is respected, admired, capable of building bonds, but none of that matters when the core of her identity is built on unstable ground. She doesn't just fear losing Katalina. She fears what comes after. The silence, the isolation, the unbearable awareness that no one could ever fill that void because Katalina wasn't just someone she loved. She was the proof that Vira could still be loved at all. And that's, again, kind of pushing it a little bit there. Kind of pushing it. This is the essence of Vira's existential horror, a self that never truly formed, clinging desperately to the only light it ever known. Oh my god. Okay, let's read that again. This is the essence of Vira's existential horror, a self that never truly formed, clinging desperately to the only light it ever known. Okay. The terror of living without it becomes more unbearable than death, and so her descent is not dramatic, it's slow, quiet, and irreversible. She isn't afraid of losing Katalina, she's afraid of what will be left of her if she doesn't. Yes, I guess I like the way it sounds. Alright, I don't have to think as hard anymore on that one. Mario's a mood, so I'll continue listening to Mario. Oh, hell yeah! Fuck yeah, let's go! Do. I was 6 years old. That's sad. Okay, that's section 14. So we're getting there. Section 14 out of 24 is done. Eel was rent free in my damn head. God, some of the shit that Super Mario 64 holy crap. Hold on. First, it sounds different. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Oh well. It's probably because of my headset. Yeah, okay, this one's different. Alright. How about we talk about how Granblue Versus portrays her? Yeah, we do that. I don't think we've actually talked about that. So this is gonna be 15. I got like 10 more minutes and I actually gotta get back. Subtle. Oh my god. Ew. We'll ignore. God, what the hell am I doing? Yeesh. I'm so distracted by good music. We'll just say that. The Granblue Versus, Vira's betrayal is subtle but devastating. That's yeah, being kind of strict here. Fuck you, guard. Polished elegance. Where can I can add words to this. And again, I mentioned before, her smile. Ugh. It's yeah, it is. It definitely is. Okay, we can get. We'll touch. I got 8 minutes, but we can go into detail about this until later. Okay, so miscarries. Horse. Yeah, be a little bit more descriptive. Trembling. Okay. As much as I love bumping, something that's a little bit too much bumping. In Granblue Versus, Vira's betrayal is subtle but devastating. Her character doesn't need gore or spectacle to unsettle. It's in the restraint, the polished elegance, the quiet unraveling beneath every poised smile. This is a performance of control masking collapse. From the moment she enters into battle, her voice carries a fragile steadiness, refined, polite, and even affectionate. But beneath each syllable lies tension, a trembling just barely suppressed. I could word that so much better. can definitely word that so much better. Give me a minute. First of all, I gotta fix that. Bring it in my head, it sounds fine. So what I can do this. Oh my god. I recommend going through all her intros in Granblue Versus, then you'll get where I'm getting at. Okay, unfortunately, I don't want to push it because again, I'm gonna be leaving like later on tonight, but I'm still technically on duty until they actually release us for block leave, so I don't want to take my chances. So we've done section 14. Let me just reread this over again so we can actually see how this sounds. In Granblue Versus, Vira's portrayal is subtle but devastating. Her character doesn't need gore or spectacle to unsettle. It's in the restraint, the polished elegance, the quiet gravity beneath every voice smile. This is a performance of control masking collapse. From the moment she enters into battle, her voice carries a fragile steadiness, refined, polite, and even affectionate. Yeah, I'll put in there. Yep, I had to put in there. And even affectionate, but beneath each syllable lies tension. The trembling just barely suppressed. The tone is almost too careful, too composed, like someone pressing her humanity. I like it. So what I'll do later when I'm actually out of work, I'll finish section 15 up, wrap that up. Later on tonight, I will do the horror one. When I get home, I'll just I'll work on Golden Sun, finish that one up. That one's literally a couple more sentences left. Then I'll do this. I'll alternate between this. This might come out first before the horror one because we're actually at the end. I just gotta sort of at the end. We're at 15 out of 24, so this will probably be done the next several days. So this will probably be released first, or Golden Sun, then the next batch of videos. This is going on at least 15 plus hours of just script writing. My hands, they hurt. Anyways, I gotta get back to work. See people later. Have a good one. I'll see people when I get